Here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, exit.
On first down, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up and come.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up. A long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 4, check 4. Check 26, check 26. Out, 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 out. Shoot.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That's on the Raiders' big money man, the free agent tackle, Trent Brown.
Let's go, D. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check it backer, check it backer. White Monday down. He's right. Tighten up, tighten. General West. 93. Get set.
From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they've punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Locke. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing now is Locke. escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
93.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
65. Check.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Block going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They do go for it. It's locked. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. So that'll back him up 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give running right, Lindsey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.